Welcome back. We're deep in refit madness, the galleys and pieces, tools everywhere, and somehow we thought this was a good idea. Steve's basically vibrating with excitement over the new sofa. It's borderline concerning, and we finally get to show off our shiny new beautiful Portlights. It's chaos, it's progress, and it's actually starting to look amazing. Let's show you. We are Steve, Annette and Gus, and this is our 42-year-old Venus 46 Ketch. We've lived aboard for 18 years, and after a short break 18 months ago, we returned to her and decided that she really needed a complete refit. First job this week was templating up the new cushions for the new sofa. I'm not sure why Steve didn't film this, as he was so excited about it, but Neri cut these cushions in with a machete. Apparently it was amazing to watch. So exciting. Neri here in the white t-shirt is a very well-known upholsterer in the Rio Dolce, one of a couple that we could have chosen.
Yeah, so Neri Upholstery, the company that we're using, they've turned up to do like a dry fit, obviously because it was never there. This was open. So yeah, so that's where that table was that I took down with the. So this is all new. Base is new. Cushions are new.
Do they feel nice to sit on?
Not particularly. We're not going for comfort. We're going for.
We are going for comfort. Do they feel okay?
Yeah.
Today we got Art coming in. He's the guy that's doing the getting ready the new sink area and replacing these worktops. I've cleared out all of the rubbish. I'm now just going to clean it down, and he should be here in about an hour. We're not professionals at this. What it looked like before and what it looked like afterwards, but anyway, this is the galley as it was. So these are the two sinks that have got holes in, and we have noticed that it's starting to corrode up around here as well, so just as well we're doing it. And that's where the old freezer was here. We have no idea what used to be in there. We think a fridge, but it's never ever been. It's just been a cupboard, which is what's being created down there. Hello, Gus. And there, but that's another job. That's later. So we've taken out all of the cups and plates, all the crockery, and this is a fuel tank underneath here, which we've never ever used. Maybe one day we will. So Art is coming in to renew the worktops here, here, and here, and here with a new sink. We're not quite sure what's going to happen about the shower, so we do need them put back in because that's where all our crockery goes, but that may come out today. Not sure. We have asked Art to ensure that there is a lift up section here, the same as the old one, because we will sort out the second diesel tank at some point. For those of you that watched last week's episode, you'll know that we are having quartz worktops. Whilst heavy, our worktops are only very narrow. Steve had to quickly protect the new Portlight above here from the sparks and from it being seen at the moment. Installing this worktop was never going to be easy because the fiddles were still in place, and it needs to sit inside of those. With a gentle push and shove, it did eventually go in. All the workmen that have worked on Cordelia have cleaned up after themselves. It just makes it a little bit easier for us at the end of each day. Come and have a look at the difference. Got to do this side yet as well. Look at the state of that. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That ain't going in.
Scary.
I'm sweaty. Well, I'm a bit scary, I'm sweaty.
The little pigtails are nice.
I know. Hold on to me, baby.
I think that's probably inappropriate. I was thinking more Little House on the Prairie.
I'm a little bit old for Little House on the Prairie. I do remember Little House on the Prairie though.
You remind me of Nellie Olsen.
Oh, that's nice. That's the nice. That's the horrible person to be. Yeah, just yeah. That's typical you. Typical you.
There's nothing wrong with Nellie Olsen.
Yes, there was.
There was nothing wrong.
She was a cow.
I didn't say you got the temperament of Nellie Olsen. I just said you look like Nellie Olsen.
You remind me of Nellie Olsen, is what you said.
How can we get
into an argument about Nellie Olsen from 40 years ago? It's because you've just associated me with Nellie Olsen.
40 years ago, you're kidding yourself.
Yeah, probably am. Anyway, getting there. Still no windows in. We're now 4 weeks nearly into it.
But we're letting the air in.
4 weeks in and we still haven't got any windows in.
Can't have everything. Can you? You can't have Nellie Olsen and windows.
Wow. Just look at it, how different it is. Oh, so you can see over there where I've taken off the varnish. Why would anybody paint it or varnish it this deep red colour? On the other hand, we did buy it like it, but anyway, it's looking good. Well, it will do when it's finished. Oh, you think I got a bit of tidying up to do though? Looks great, doesn't it? Well, it will do. Bad side, good side. I showed you yesterday what I'd done. I've kind of halfway up the galley with taking off the varnish. It's a clear line there. So that's with it taken off and that's with it still on. Isn't it horrible? This morning I did all along here. This is so as I can get to the varnish right up at the top near the headlining. I can't whilst the headlining's still up. Otherwise we're going to have a fire and we don't need that, do we?
Right, those panels are going to have to stay there because I don't want to chop the wire. Oh, no, no, I can't chop the wire.
Okay.
Okay, so you're just going to have to work around it, otherwise we'll have even less light tonight.
Okay. Steve's just told me that he didn't do that there. He reckons he's had the head panel down before, but he didn't do that.
No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. That's a carefully crafted bodge. If I put it like that, I can't see it. I'll put the panel back and we can all live happily ever after. Amazing how well stuck in they are.
This is porthole number 3. This is the one that looks out into the cockpit, just above the sink, the galley sink. So this is where you can quite clearly see what we're talking about with the big mistake that we've made. This is the frame, and we've got to build like half an inch up, nearly an inch on each window here, in order to then run the router around here to make the correct hole size. What Steve has done is he's made a frame out of wood which is big enough to go over all of the windows as we take each one out. But the idea of the frame is so as we can tape it to the boat, and when he's drilling and routering, it actually collects the crap and doesn't allow so much of it to come inside the boat.
Just about to router the third window. Even though we haven't put one fully in yet, I keep making more holes.
Bigger holes.
Bigger holes. As long as we don't put to sea, we're fine.
It's really muggy today, overcast, complete cloud cover, and not a puff of wind at all. And we've had to shut up everything so as we don't get any dust inside. Just beveling the edge of the hole and the little bolt holes. That's so as the bootle tape actually goes into the hole as well as on the flatbed, on the surface.
Anyway, hopefully you can hear me with this gubbins on. I'm just getting ready to paint the 2-pack primer. So I did my primer that I brought with me, but it's not really good for the humidity and the temperature here, so I've got some local advice. I've now got a 2-pack primer, so we're going to do that bit, and that bit there. I've got a graduated top, I've got my paint, hardener and diluting. See how it goes. So that was a little bit of trial and error. I managed to get 2 coats on. But yeah, got 2 coats on. Let's see what that looks like when it's flashed off a bit. Should flash off reasonably quickly because inside here at the moment is 37.7 degrees. Hot, hot, hot.
So the top coat of paint is a 3-part thing that Steve's having to mix together. It's a bit honky as well, so he's going to mix it together and start painting, and I'm going to go and do some work. Go and do that, sort out that next video. These are the 3 porthole surrounds that he's going to paint. And as we all know, watching paint dry is really boring, so I'm only going to show you just a little bit when he puts it on, because who wants to watch that? Not me.
I'm not going to mention the H word.
H word.
Hot. No, temperature's going down. 37.8. Yeah.
Steve's painted these 5 times.
So far I'm pleased with that, how it's coming on. The woodwork's cleaning up nicely. Getting rid of this dark old varnish. It's quite amazing the difference. But once we've cleaned this up, got the new countertops in, got the new sink in, I'm I'm starting to do the final fit on, I suppose, the first window, but they're in, but they're just not gooped in. And you have to put on this butyl. You kind of put it in as best you can, clamp it in as best you can, and then pack out the gap with the butyl.
Okay, I'm going to stop him there. For those of you really interested in the installation of our newfound metal port lights, there will be a separate How We Did It episode coming up soon. What you really want to see, though, are the port lights. We are super, super proud of these. This is what it did look like, and having come up with a way of rectifying the mistake we made in buying the wrong size port lights, here is what it looks like now.
So that's what they end up like after I've fiddled and faffed and farted and filled and faired and primered and top coated. And so this is like an eggshell finish, 2-pack, and underneath there is a 2-pack primer, and underneath that is a load of filler and Bondo. And so that's one of the medium-sized windows that has four closing points. And that's one open, and then eventually, when we're ready to, we'll put these in, but they go in from the outside. So it's a mosquito, flies, wasps, anything really. Small children, stops them getting in, and we're really over the moon with them, absolutely over the moon. And it's, even though we've not got the headlining in, even though we haven't got the lighting in, it's made it lighter already.
And that's it, our biggest job on the boat so far finally revealed. But with so many projects happening all at once, there's still loads more to come. Next time we'll give you a full galley update, show you what life's really like living aboard during a refit, and we tell you about something that we forgot to previously show you. Don't miss it. See you in the next episode. A massive thank you to our Patreon and Coffee supporters. We know that there are a lot of sailing channels out there, and we really appreciate you've chosen to support us. We'd also like to thank all our viewers. We love the interaction we have with you all. Ciao for now.
I'm starting a campaign. Bring back smoking.
No, you're not.
My mate Paul would support it. What's going on with that light? My mate Paul would support it. Beasley. Well, he's the chairman, he's the president, he's El Presidente of the Bring Back Smoking. He's never stopped, really.
You know, you talk absolute drivel sometimes, absolute drivel.
Yeah, but in amongst that, sometimes there's little gems of wisdom that people will pick up on and go,
yeah, not smoking.
Do you know what, actually, that is one bloke that we should cryogenically freeze and keep for the future, because he's going to save the world.
Who are you talking about?
Me. Not Paul Beasley, Christ no.